and trying, and I will keep trying to show you I care. Compassion is so important to me and to society. We all have compassion in us, and if it's buried, we all need to pull it up and let it show. We need compassion in our society to make improvements. If no one had compassion for anyone, no one would ever learn about compassion, and everything would be chaos. No one would care about you or for you, and you would never care for anyone else either. Could you imagine that? You would be on your own forever. And if there was some care, but not a lot of it, and no compassion, all the problems like homeless people and pollution would never get fixed. Also, we could never improve if we didn't have compassion. We wouldn't keep trying, but we need to. Compassion makes the world go round. Oh sure, you've heard that about love. But without compassion, there's no meaning to love. Love is to care, but compassion is not only to care, but to care enough to make change. We all have compassion, but we don't all let it show, and we need to.
Compassion is important to me because if I had compassion or empathy for someone else, then when I helped them afterwards, I would feel good about what I did today to help. For an example, in downtown Portland, my dad used to work at Central City Concern, where they give homeless people a place to stay. There, people give out compassion every day. Compassion is important in our society because I think that helping others in need is the right thing to do, especially here in Portland with a lot of homeless people. We have good compassion for dogs here, like the Pixie Project. Having compassion for any living creature should mean that it is the same for compassion towards humans. That is why I think compassion is important in our society, and also because we as people would get along better and not judge other people.
Compassion is important to me because it's a part of life for everybody. It helps people be themselves, and compassion helps people in everyday life, even if we don't know it. It helps all of us at almost all times. It is important to society because without it, there would be less of the good things and more of the bad. No one would help a senior citizen across the street or anyone with groceries. There would be no one who would help. They would just feel sorry for you and nothing else. Compassion is important because it shows the love and care you have for somebody or something. It makes people feel good, especially people that are showing compassion. It shows the best you. If there was no compassion in this world, life would be hard and you would feel no one loves or cares about you. But our world has compassion. It is important to society because of how different life would be. Everyone would be depressed and more people would end up passing. Life would be so short you wouldn't even care. But we have it and you should use it. Show compassion to everyone, not just a small group of people. Make the best life and love it. That compassion is important because if we didn't have compassion, the world would just be one big, horrible place to be. One instance is when I was walking Flory, my neighbor's dog. I didn't have my rain jacket, but a thunderstorm came and it started raining. I was left outside while it was raining, and Flory wouldn't move because she was scared by the thunder. But finally, we came back. I wasn't angry, I was just more glad that she came back because it started hailing a few minutes after. I think it's important that even if someone does something you don't like, you should still be nice to them, but it doesn't mean you have to be their best friend. In my opinion, the definition of compassion is being helpful and kind, even after someone does something you don't like or
Compassion is important to me because I feel like it completes our lives. Just doing a favor or something nice, expecting nothing in return, I believe helps our community run smoothly. Caring, even if no one else cares, just not judging people by the way they look or act, is being compassionate. I think that compassion is important to society because without it, no one would care and no one would be cared. Everyone would be judged and no one would have compassion for anyone or anything. No one would see the good in anyone, only the bad. Compassion is giving another chance and acting as if every little thing has meaning. I think compassion gives society a caring and thoughtful piece to it.
Compassion is important to me because it helps you not just make an assumption on a person who you don't really know. It helps you realize that
that other people's lives matter too, and that there might be a reason a person might be acting some way, instead of always being that way for their whole lives. Compassion is important to society because if there was no compassion, no one would donate to charity or help people in need. It is important for people to help others so they will help other people, and then it will keep spreading around the world.